Greetings to everyone who's watching me right about now. I have a very powerful word of encouragement for you. Remember that every single day I release these amazing words just for you. These are words to jumpstart your day. My brothers and sisters, I know some of you have been attacked from left, right, all over you are enemies. But I want to encourage you with this word. The word for today is God will give you favor in the sight of your enemies to one extent that they will grant you what you requested. Some of you have been requesting for a breakthrough, and your enemy, your adversary, is the one responsible for the problem you are in right now. They are holding you down for a very long time. Some of you, there is no peace in your life. It seems like everything you touch does not work out. But this is a word for you that a breakthrough is coming. It will come so quick that some of you will be so surprised. You'll be surprised when this breakthrough comes. So keep your faith in God. You will plunder your enemies. You will plunder them. Don't you know that the scripture says that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous? Whatever they are working for is stored up for you. So don't you worry. Don't you worry when your enemies keep rejoicing, when they keep celebrating. Some of them hold parties, not knowing that in time to come, you are the one going to celebrate. Today's scripture is from the book of Exodus chapter 12, verse 35 to 36. Exodus chapter 12, verse 35 to 36. And it reads, "Now the children of Israel had done according to the word of Moses, and they had asked from the Egyptians articles of silver, articles of gold, and clothing. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they granted them what they requested. Thus they plundered the Egyptians." They plundered the Egyptians. The children of Israel plundered the Egyptians. Brothers and sisters, this is a word for you. That the scripture starts by saying that they asked from the Egyptians articles of silver, articles of gold, and clothing. They asked, and the Egyptians were willing to give them what they asked for. This time around, the Egyptians were at their mercy. The Egyptians were at the mercy of the Israelites. Because of what they had gone through, they had seen the power of God work, and they were afraid of God. Many of your enemies, they have come up against you. You have had encounters with them. Now they are starting to realize the power of God in you. The power of God that worketh in you. They have started to see it. And they can no longer fight against you. Because they know when they come up against you, they are coming up against God. When they fight you, they are fighting against God. Don't you know that the battle is not yours? That the battle belongs to God? So the Egyptians had knowledge about this based on what they had gone through, based on the problems they faced. The scripture says, "And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians." I pray for you today that God gives you favor in the sight of your enemies. That your enemies will even make way for you before you come. The same enemy that used to fight against you will be the same enemy that will honor you. The enemies will favor you. Some of you have enemies all around you, at your workplace. Wherever you go, you find enemies. Some of them actually hate you without in fact, most of them, they hate you without a cause. Scripture says it clear that so that they granted them what they requested, thus they plundered the Egyptians. They granted them what they requested. This was not about God granting the children of Israel. It was the enemies. Because guess what? It is the enemies that stole. Your problem is not from God. Your problem is from the enemy. The person that has been stealing what belongs to you is the enemy. Some of them have been coming into your house day and night, plundering, stealing. But this time around, you're the one going to take. In other words, you will take back what is yours. Not only are you just going to take back what is yours, they will have to repay you sevenfold. Because they have wasted your time. Some of you would have been very fine in life. The position you are in right now, it is not the position you're supposed to be. Some of you have been 10 steps far away. But now you find yourself in a position that you're not even happy or proud to call yourself to be in that position. But I decree and declare that whatever your enemies stole from you, they will restore it unto you. They will restore it unto you. My dear brothers and sisters, this is the word of encouragement I have for you. Remember to leave your comments in the comment section. If this ministry has been a blessing to you and you want to be a blessing, you can do so through my paper, which is in the about section. Until next time, shalom.